This is Rogue Wing, Coraline, or Helen RD over at Starship Modeler. Welcome to the workshop. Okay, time for the next update on the build. Got some more work done on the hull additions, but I figured while I was waiting for the A's to cure on those, I'd move over here to the workbench and get at least a little bit done that I can do without having to wait for the A's to cure. So, I have separated the struts from the Klingon nacelles, glued them up. Basically per the kit instructions. I've still got some seam cleanup to do on them. When I'm done, these will wind up on the ISS Odysseus. Not too worried about cleaning up the gap here, because that's basically where the nacelles are going to mate to the new strut assembly. I also I also put together the USS Odysseus versions. Again, straight up stock from the kit. Got a little sanding to do along the seams. I will need to fill this on both nacelles because that's where the strut would go on the Enterprise, but the Odysseus strut mounts from the end here. But all in all, things are turning out pretty good. Just basically got some sanding to do on these, and they'll be ready to be mounted. Okay, now on to the second stage. As you can see, I've built up A's on two of the four sections that still needed it. I've left this section and this section blank so I can use these two to help anchor those. Once that's done, I'm still debating if I'm going to scribe this first or if I'm going to put the filler plate that goes in there . Yeah, the filler plate here. I may put that on before I scribe. I may not. I'm thinking to make it easier to scribe, I'm going to leave the filler plate out until I get the first round of scribing done. But once these have cured, I go in and fill these in. As you can see, my poor templates aren't weathering the wet too well, but things are progressing. On the upper hull, I've got a rough layer of A's up to give me the actual deck. I'll go in and smooth this more after it's cured. I used some electrical tape to keep these zones clean. I'll go back in and frame those in once I've got a better idea how this is going to lay out. But so far, making some progress. Quick little addendum. Had a couple of people ask both at the Scale Model Addict forum and over at YouTube what Aves was. Well, these two tubs have become my best friend. Mix equal parts of the A and the B. You get something you can work like model clay for several hours. And it cures as hard as styrene. You can work it just like styrene. Also doesn't shrink, which comes in very handy on work like I'm doing on these two models.